안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다. I'm Lou.
안녕하세요. 저는 leanandloo. I'm Lean.
And guess what? We're matching mugs.
Oh, you want to see mine?
So, see, I mirrored myself today, so I'm facing you. Okay, today.
Oh, fancy.
Oh. So today, that's why I was getting mixed up with my hands the other day. So today we are reacting to JK, to our Jungkook, to his 3D, and we love our golden Maknae. We both haven't seen it because we've been sick. Like Lean was sick last week, and then I was doing some reactions on the weekend while she was sick, and then this week I've just been sick on my cancer medication. So, it's fun and games. But now we're back.
It is.
We're back in the land of the living.
Okay, so before we press start in the video, though, we want to just take a little moment to say to anyone watching, please press subscribe, because we know you'll forget otherwise, and it just lets us know that the people are actually interested in seeing more of what we do.
And thank you to the ones that have liked and commented and subscribed to us. We really appreciate it. As we mentioned before, we're just here to enjoy music, but we do appreciate any love that you send our way. So, yay.
Yay. Okay, I'm going to get started with this video. I have not seen this video at all or heard
Neither
this
have
song.
I.
So
I've seen clips from it. So
I've seen all the controversy surrounding it, so this is going to be interesting. Here we go.
One, two, 3. I can touch you through the phone, or kiss you through the universe. In another time zone, it's the only time I can reverse. But when there's 2 dimensions, there's only one I'm missing. If you feel alone, you don't have to feel that no more. I just wanna see you like that, see you like that. So if you're ready, and if you let me, I wanna see it in motion, in 3D.
Oh my gosh, such a vibe.
I'm liking it so far. I really like its beat. I just like it so far.
Yeah, me too. It has a really good beat to it as well.
I wasn't know what I was expecting because I've literally just seen loads of arguments about it, but so far I'm liking it.
Me too.
Ready to carry on?
Mm-hmm.
Champagne confetti. I wanna see it in motion, in 3D. Cause you know I like it, girl. 3D, you know.
Some
of these lyrics.
The champagne confetti.
Yeah. Is that what I think that means?
Yeah. I was the same. I was like, whoa.
I was like, JK. Yeah, sure ain't a little boy no more. Okay,
he looks good in that white suit. I like the direction he's going in with 7 in this. Like, it's cute because it's like you can see he's like showing everyone he's like sexy grown man.
He's like, dude, I'm an adult now. I'm like, what is he, 26? Stop babying me and go sing about sexy stuff.
Yeah, stop infantilizing me.
Yeah, and it kind of suits him. Like, he's always had, like, not always, but like in recent years, he's definitely had that whole, he tries for the sexier, the sort of bad boy with the tattoos, and he's just his whole style. This suits him. I like it.
It suits him so well.
Okay,
and his voice is really good.
Oh yeah, his voice really works for this one. I liked 7, but I like this one more.
I do too. I like the beat.
Okay, moving on.
Oh, I like it, girl. 3D. Body to body to body to body to body. You and me, baby, you know that we got it. So don't go getting me started, cause you know I get hot-hearted. Baby, oh baby, you're making me crazy. Rain, 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 you can't fake it. You give me brand new emotion. You got me drinking that potion. I just wanna see you like that, see you like that. So if you're ready.
Oh, I like that.
There's a lot of sexual innuendos in these lyrics.
Go JK. Woohoo.
I was like, oh, if I was a pedal clutcher of any kind, I would probably be getting a bit, but they're actually really funny. That's what makes this song good.
It's so good. I love the way he leaned as well, like ooh, like on that.
I've noticed some of the choreo as well is very suggestive.
Yeah.
It's like low-key subtle suggestive along with the low-key subtle sexual innuendos in the lyrics. It's funny.
I also like, I'm looking at the MV, it's kind of like they're like time traveling, I think, a little, like on that little silver dance stage. Because there was a dude that looked like he was from, what's that story with the dragon? What's it called? Oh my God. Never-ending Story.
Never-ending Story.
There's a flash of that. Like I kind of like, we need to look at it again for the MV because like,
yeah. Once we're done looking at the lyrics and listening to the beats, we'll have a look at the MV.
We will. Okay.
Okay, carry on.
Carry on.
You're ready, if you're left, and if you're left, I wanna see it in motion, in 3D. You won't regret me, champagne confetti. Hey, I wanna see it in motion, in 3D. Come on, 'cause you know I like it, girl. You know how I like it, 3D. Hey, you know I like it, girl. You know how I like it, 3D. 'Cause you know I like it, girl. You know how I like it, 3D. You know I like it, girl.
So I think, like, from what I'm understanding a little bit, is like it's about seeing someone in 3D and not 2D, which is, I guess, on the phone or like on a video call.
That's I'm getting that it's meant to mean he likes the contact together.
Yeah, totally.
He likes to see everything that's going on.
He does. Yeah.
Personals, you know.
Everything's better in 3D, so I think like we live on our phone so much these days, especially even in like actual relationships. Sometimes you're both just living in a 2D world where you've just like you got on a date and the guy you're with is just on his phone the whole time, or you're sitting on the sofa and you're both doing something that's completely, and we as authors can relate to that because we sit on our laptops a lot, so we live in the 2D a lot. So yeah, living in the 3D is sometimes more fun, but like people don't do it as often. So, and
it's definitely very much more fun in the 3D for what he's talking about in the lyrics than it is texting.
Truth.
I keep it clean here.
Body to body to body to body.
Exactly. And the champagne confetti and the raining. That definitely has to be a one-on-one to be seen kind of deal. And moving on.
Moving on. You're making me blush. Okay.
I'm on my Jungkook, take a chick off one look, and when they get took, they don't ever get untook. When I seen that body, you would think it was a dead body. The way I told my boys, come look, I used to...
Can I just say, like, that was a little bit rapey. Okay. Okay.
Stepping over the dead body got me.
Went to that was a little bit rapey. I'm not gonna lie.
The stepping over the dead body as well.
Yeah, what is that? What is that supposed to mean? Okay, let's carry on with these.
Take girls up the Stony Brook and steal their hearts like some crook. True story. Now when I hold somebody's hand, it's a new story. All my ABGs get cute for me. I had one girl, too boring. Two girls.
ABGs, is he for real? He's neither Asian and neither of the girls are in this video are Asian. So what is he on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that what that's
ABG,
supposed to mean?
But I don't know much about the term. Like I've heard it being thrown around before. I think it was like in that show about rich Asians. What's that called? That Asian show? Crazy something Asians. Yeah, something like that. But I also know it's like sometimes said in a derogatory way. Interesting. This doesn't seem very BTS in this part here.
It doesn't. It's all fine until it gets to, what's his name? Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
And then it kind of goes a bit downhill.
Okay, so it says here, I believe ABGs historically were when Asians were few and farther between and gangsters were rampant in the 80s and 90s as a result of racism and other factors. ABG culture were young women involved or dating Asian gangsters. You're right. Now it just means girls that wear that look but not involved in the lifestyle, as it seems a lot of Asian gangs no longer exist or are widespread. People are upset with the current woman appropriating the look because Asian gangs were formed due to poverty. It's kind of a headache to think about these arguments. I guess it's derogatory in that I assume no parent wants their kids to be an ABG. It can be positive or negative depending on the context. Okay.
A dead body. The way I told my boys, come look. I used to take girls up the Stony Brook and steal their hearts like some crook. True story. Now when I hold somebody's hand, it's a new story. All my ABGs get cute for me. I had one girl, too boring. 2 girls, it was cool for me. 3 girls, damn, dude's horny. 4 girls, okay, now you horny. I'm loose. I done put these songs to good.
I think he's referring to himself when he's talking about his whoring, but it's very objectifying towards women, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Like, it's very tone deaf for 2023. I think, see, if this was not a JK collaboration song, I probably wouldn't even care. But because BTS has spent the last few years kind of putting forward this message and sort of being a bit feminist and loving yourself and treating each other respectfully, this feels really anti-BTS message. That not JK's part, just this Jack Harlow's part.
Yeah, I agree. I think because it was written by Jack Harlow and produced by him, and I just feel like it's BTS builds people up. And this kind of doesn't build women up so much.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how he's talking about women like that. Like, the ABG thing doesn't sit well with me. Like, I feel
lining them up and collecting women, having several at one time. Even the video, he's got them all lined up and holding hands. It's like showing off his little trophy row of women. Like, it's something to be cool about.
They're all dressed the same, which that's the part that bugs me a little bit. It's like showing that
implies that all women are just
objects.
Like, they're same,
you know. And I think it's really hard in 2023 because we're at a point where so many women are being unalived every year, and it's nothing to do with this video. Has nothing to do with women being unalived, but it's the looking at women that they're not human type of mentality that happens with a lot of men, of like they're expendable, they're exchangeable, they're, you know, I agree with you. I just feel like it's like slightly misogynistic.
Yeah.
But like I went from like really loving JK's verses to like being a little icky.
Contradicts JK's verses. JK is singing about a girl, a singular girl, and seeing her and getting it on, and like it seems more like a very one-on-one relationship thing. And then he comes in with this verse and it's, oh, I'm just whoring about, sleeping with everybody, and all these women are just objects to me. That it kind of feels very contradictory to the rest of the song.
Yeah, it does.
It feels like this song would be much better if he just wasn't in it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
I'm being blunt.
I heard there's a version without him in it.
Well, Seven had 2 versions because the whole king.
That's true.
King. So maybe there's 2 versions. I've just lost both my headphones. Maybe that's what my headphones are saying about this verse, saying just pop out my ears. I don't want to listen to it anymore. We'll look after this and see if there's a version without this, because I don't feel like it's needed. It was a good song until this part.
I know.
Shall I press play and continue?
Press play and continue.
Good use. I done put my city on my back, in the world know my name, I'm the truth. So if you're ready, and if you let me, I wanna see it in motion, in 3D. You won't regret me. Champagne can fly. I wanna see it in motion, in 3D. Wow.
Okay, can we just say that whoever made this video and these lyrics to coincide with a genius. It's so funny.
It's so cute. I love that
visual of exactly what he's talking about. Yeah. For anybody that does not understand what we're laughing at, maybe you should just
look
go
up
back to sex ed class. Because I'm not going to explain it to you. This is not a channel for the birds and the bees.
No, we'll get
that
banned.
was funny. That made me laugh.
He looks good in that as well. Like that scene with the water coming down, they're dancing. It looks really good. So,
okay, we shall proceed.
I like it, girl.
I love that.
3D. I like it, girl. Alright. 3D. 'Cause you know I like it, girl. You know how I like it. Alright. You know I like it, girl. 3D.
I got you playing with yourself on camera. You my babe, just like Tampa. Speaking of bucks, I got those. And as for fucks, well, not those. And as for thoughts, well, do you really want to know? I thought so. I fly you from Korea.
2023 and he's still using the word thoughts.
I got the ick from him.
I'm getting the ick from these lyrics. Like his voice, being a little bit like less mean here. He does have a good rapping voice.
He does.
He does have good rhythm.
He does. And his voice does go really well with JK's voice.
And it does. And he's got like the vibe going and he sounds great and that. If you could just replace all of his words with different ones.
That the words on the screen there, I'll fly you from Korea to Kentucky. Fly us from Kentucky to Korea because we want to eat the food. That's all we're interested in Korea.
Is that him hinting he's got a little bit of a thing for Korean girls, or is that him talking about getting his bro over to play?
His APG.
His APGs. Yeah.
So weird. But
okay. We will continue.
Korea to Kentucky, and you ain't gotta guarantee me nothing. I just wanna see if I get lucky. I just wanna meet you in the physical and see if you would touch me.
Oh, it's done. Is it done?
Okay.
It's such a really good song, except for the rap. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I think there is a version that does not have the Jack Harlow verses in it, by the looks of it.
See, this is the dilemma, because you want to stream the main version so that JK can get up on the charts. Mm-hmm. But I'm not all that comfortable with the Jack Harlow rap, to be honest. Like, it's really hard because it forces you to choose between JK and your moral compass as a woman.
It's not that we are anti those kind of songs. We both grew up in the era of NWA and Tupac, and we were both very much into all them and Coolio and stuff. And their lyrics are extremely similar in the whole women are objects, collecting them like stickers. Like, it's not that we're against it. In 2023, with how far we've come in so many ways, it just feels like the same old tired crap that like your audience, JK from BTS, the majority of your audience are women.
That's it.
Like, read the room. Like, there's a lot of women that is obviously with internalized misogyny and everything that is not going to care about those lyrics.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a lot of us that do. I've seen the controversy all week. I've seen the groups on Facebooks and stuff, people saying that they cannot stand the Jack Harlow verses. And now I understand why. Yeah. Like, there's very many problematic things in those verses. It's a shame, because if he had written them a little differently, they would have been a banging, solid tune, and his voice goes really well, but I just don't like his verses.
Yeah, this is the thing. And for me, like, I think JK did such a good job on this. Both, like, I think he's, first of all, like, the first thing is like, his flawless delivery in his singing was amazing. Like, you can see he's really worked hard on delivering a really good performance. And he's like the golden Maknae all around. Like everything he touched turns to gold. But golden confetti. But so but yeah, and I really love that he's performing within the genres. He loves the R&B, the pop, he's always been a fan of like that type of rap and that type of song, but not rap, like the Justin Bieber-y thing. So I feel like he feels really comfortable in that. But I wonder if he knows the full implications of the actual Jack Harlow section of the rap there, because yeah, it's so hard because I think some women don't have a problem with it, some women do have a problem with it. So, and as a woman myself who feels that just makes me feel uncomfortable, just the rap, just the little rap part, like it's really hard for me. Like it tears you up because you're like, oh, I really want to like stream the song, play, but then the Jack Harlow rap makes me feel a little icky. So
yeah, it goes back to what I said. It's because it's JK. If this was somebody else doing a collaboration with Jack Harlow, it wouldn't be as big a thing. It's because JK's the huge portion of ARMY are young teens and women, and then you've got older ARMY who have gone through all that crap all their life and understand misogyny and objectifying, and like they're over it. Like,
yeah, it's true.
When you look at the audience that they knew they were going to get with this song, using JK as well, the Golden Maknae, ARMY's baby, I can see why it's caused a lot of like arguments online. Whereas if you took it away from it being JK from BTS and you took it away from what their fandom is and the message that BTS like put out there, it's no different from a lot of Western songs. So I can see why there's arguments on both sides.
True.
But the problem is it is JK from BTS, and BTS have had a very strong message for a few years. So it is not what we expected to see in a JK song.
Yeah, and as I said before, BTS always builds up their fan base. They make ARMY feel like they matter. They make ARMY feel like they're individuals and humans, and that they're loved. And the Jack Harlow part of this makes the big part of ARMY, which is women, feel maybe a little weirded out and not as loved. So yeah, I can totally see why there's controversy. It made me feel uncomfortable, and I'm like a whole ass older woman,
Yeah.
So anyway,
I mean, I have been a staunch women's rights most of my life and anti-objectification, and that just gave me the ick.
Yeah, especially using the word thoughts, ABG.
Yeah, and there was the whole first couple of lines in the lyrics. I'm not sure what he was getting at about the whole dead body thing.
Yeah.
It's like very rapey.
And I'm trying to figure out if maybe he was saying that was him and
the ABG thing. I suppose it depends on how you view that term. If I know it's changed its meaning over the years.
Yeah, and I think for me, sorry, I interrupted you there. I feel like I'm not an Asian woman, so I can't talk on whether that term's offensive to me or not. Like, I can only understand, from afar, that some people do take offense to it. So, but it's just, I just feel like any term classifying a group of people is always not complimentary. Like, it's like stereotyping. It's shoving people into a box. It's saying, okay, you know what, this is the type of woman I like. I just feel like,
yeah, it's exactly that. It's him stereotyping that Asian baby girls are definitely going to be down to get it on with him for a one night thing. It's that as well. It's not just the term, it's the fact that he's saying, oh, these are definitely this little group of women that'll get it on with me. So, and the whole fly you from Korea to here thing, it kind of touched on it again.
Yeah,
like it's borderline fetish zone.
But also the other thing is, I'll fly you from Korea to Kentucky. No, like that, dude. I'll fly myself. Thank you. In 2023, women are working, earning money. We can pay for our own tickets. Thanks.
Yeah, but if the trip is just to go and see him for a possible, no thanks. I wouldn't be going in the first place. Bypass.
Yeah, Jack Harlow is like a little. Yeah.
Why is it always the same type of dudes though that rap the songs about being such a man whore? I'm not going to say anything negative about him. It's just an observation. It's always the same type of white dudes that always rap these lyrics.
The Western white dudes. It's like, I don't know. I guess they're just flexing.
Pretend flexing. It's like the whole red sports car era, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So funny.
We've totally cannibalized this song.
We have.
I really like the JK parts. Really like it. Like to the point where if the version exists without Jack Harlow in it, that's the one I'm going to download and listen to because I really like it.
I do too. I really like it. And I feel like I've been staying away from it, but then occasionally you'll hear like 3D come up or like somewhere on like TikTok or something, and you're like, oh, it sounds so good. And now I can see why. Like it's stuck in my head already.
Yeah, I like it. And it's very
really
dance. It's like Seven in that as soon as you hear it, you want to get up and be like. So I'm excited to find a version that does not have those verses in it because, I'm an old woman now. I don't want to be going through the whole back to my teen years singing, a bitch is a bitch. Yes, that was my jam in the day.
A bitch is a bitch.
Do you remember that song? That was my total tune. See, I'm not against those kind of lyrics.
Exactly. Well, and this is the thing, is like it might appeal to other women who are not bothered so much about it, and good for them. So you're more than welcome to listen to it. But for me, it's just weird.
If it makes you happy, it makes you happy.
If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. Exactly. So
if you want to be a thought and go visit him in Kentucky and hold hands with all his conquests,
go find him. Go find him in Kentucky. It's what do you say? Stony Bridge. Go find him at Stony Bridge in Kentucky.
Just don't send me a postcard or nothing because I'm not interested.
But JK, we love you. We love your talent. We love. I think that this genre is really good for JK, though.
He's found his sound.
He has.
He always did sort of imply that his thing was like pop music, sort of like R&B, that kind of. And he wants to be current. He wants to make music that is popular globally, not just in a niche. And I think that's partly why he's collaborated with this dude.
Other rappers,
kind of like song. He's thinking of the bigger picture and the global popularity rather than thinking of the established fan base that BTS already has.
And I think all the BTS members, they all have little different goals in their minds, and you can see that their music is all very different to each other. Like their styles, what they like, the way they deliver, the way they promote, the way they market themselves. Like they all have their own different goals. Like they're not all going for exactly the same thing in the same genre. And it's nice to see that, to see the diversity of it all. So. But yeah, I can see he wants to get #1 Billboard, and in the pop and R&B side of things, and he's doing a good job.
Even though he's 26, he's mature-wise, he's a bit younger, and he's just in his growth period of finding himself, finding his sound, finding his own feet as a solo singer. He's got a lot of maturing and growing to do. He's in his whole era. Whereas you're just flexing a little bit, you're full of hormones, you're just trying to find your like vibe. And I feel like that's a lot of what is with this song. Maybe he was aware of the implications in Jack Harlow's verses and maybe he just didn't think too deeply on it.
Yeah.
But you gotta love JK. He's just in his growing phase. He will change dramatically over the next, 5 years.
He will. He will, for sure. I love watching all of them change and grow in different ways. It's amazing. So I'm really excited for his album. I hope that I think it's going to be like really just upbeat, and I'm really looking forward to it. So.
Okay, we should end this one because we have other things to do. We're going to remind once again, if you like this, leave us a comment down below. Tell us what you thought of the Jack Harlow verses. If you agree with us, if you disagree with us, just remember, keep it respectful. And don't forget to subscribe so you'll see us in the future.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.